You're telling me that this whole time, all these years I've been knitting and crocheting and blocking my stuff, I've been blocking wrong. I just recently found out how to actually block acrylic yarn, and I have fallen in love. I don't say this proudly because I know acrylic yarn is not the best, but at the same time, that's all yarn. Do you see that stash of yarn back there? All of that is acrylic. I'm not proud of it, but that's all the yarn that I can find. And that's all the yarn that's found in my location, in my country. I'm not going to stop. If that's what I can find, that's what I'm going to... Listen, I'm here to show you guys how to actually block acrylic yarn. If you know how to block acrylic yarn, then just stay here for the fun, because I'll be showing you guys the before and afters, and that's the best part. And the cherry on the top, if you're a knitter and a crocheter and you love yourself some sweaters and cardigans, then everything I'll be showing you, all the sweaters I'll be blocking here, are for free on my website, or you can get it for free. For example, this one right here was a course that I made. So if you sign up for the course, you can get this for free, as well as the tutorial that comes with it on Skillshare. Otherwise, subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe, like the video, and let's get into it. So let's get into what you're going to need to steam block your stuff. As the name suggests, steam blocking, so you're going to need a steamer. If you have a steamer, then your life will be so much easier. If you don't, I have linked a steamer down below in the description, and it's an affiliate link for Amazon where you can go and buy yourself one. If you don't want to go through that trouble, that's fine. You can always use a steam iron. If you don't have a steam iron, like myself, then all hope is not lost. There's an alternative. Any iron would do, because this right here is what I used to block my fade sweater, and I love it so much. And the fade sweater, if you guys have seen my recent short, is my first sweater that I blocked the right way. Let me show you. Look at this. And okay, let me lower the camera. There we go. This was actually my first ever project that I made and blocked the right way, and I actually fell in love with. Can you even see how it's just flowing? I love it so much. It's got some thread in it because I was sewing recently. But anyway, after I made this, I haven't made anything else since, because that satisfaction. You understand? Like, I can't. If somebody asked me to make them this again and don't buy the yarn, I would be more than willing to do it, because I love this so much. So obviously, I won't be doing it before and after of this because it's already done. But this is obvious. It's a free pattern. You can find that on my website. And I recently made a tutorial for this as well. You'll find that down below as well. So we're not going to get into this. Otherwise, this is my next favorite. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. It was supposed to be so much longer. It ended up being a crop cardigan because I got so tired. I don't like purling. And you know how it's a knit, then a purl, then a knit and a purl, because it's a cardigan. I got tired, and which is weird because I was using 6mm, if not 5.5, 6mm needles for this. And you'd think it's on the bigger size. Whereas for the fade sweater, I used 4.5 needles for this, but somehow I persevered through. Anyway, do you know what? This is what I'm going to be blocking first. So outside of your iron, if you have, okay, here we go. You will need a towel, and it needs to be wet. I have already run mine under cool water. If you can see the difference, up here it's wet, down there it's dry. So what you're going to do is we're going to lay our cardigan on an ironing board. So I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see what I'm doing. So one thing I noticed about my sleeves is they are a bit too tight for my liking. I want them to be just a bit more loose. So as I iron, I'm going to stretch them out just a bit. Not too much, because I think I overdid my fade sweater sleeve. Sleeves, and they're a bit bigger than I would have liked. So just a lot of water and give them a bit of a stretch. I think that's enough. Can you see that already? That's enough. And that's the same thing for the sweater or cardigan, whatever is your blocking. If you want the length to be very much longer, you want to stretch So in my case, right now I'm ironing the sleeve. I would pull on the sleeve like so. Not too much because, you know, at the end of the day, you don't want it to be too long. So if you want to measure it as you block, do so. But can you see that already? I believe we've made the difference. And you want to be careful not to burn yourself because the towel does get very hot as you block. And so already this is the difference between the two sleeves. This is blocked and this was wet blocked. This is steam block, and maybe I may have overdone it just a little bit, but you can see already it has the drape as opposed to, look at it. Look at that. So stiff, and it has, look at that. Whereas this, it's so stiff. This flows stiff. That's what you want. So I'm going to finish blocking this sleeve and then I'm going to let it dry and I'll block the rest of this stuff. So I'm finished with my first cardigan and I don't know if you guys can see, already it's got some life to it. The sleeves, both of them now have been blocked and they've got life. Look at that. They've got life. Now, it's not even that wet, but still more. It's a sunny day outside. I'm just going to let it dry for about 10-15 minutes. It should be done because it's very hot outside. Otherwise, I'm not going to go through all of them, but maybe I'll show you guys because this is the only crochet thing. The rest are knits. This is the only crochet thing, but I'm so excited to see how it's going to turn out. So you know how crochet is... Oh, let me just raise my camera. You know how crochet is bulkier than knitting? I can't wait to see the difference because already holding these two next to each other. Imagine I use the same weight of yarn and the same size needle and crochet hook, but it looks different already. It looks so different. Anyway, I'm gonna dry this and I'll be blocking this next. And stay tuned for the before and after. So it turns out the acrylic yarn for this sweater and the one that I used for the other sweaters it's not the same. I personally really like this because it's got this shine to it, if you can see it, compared to the others. There we go. It's got this shine that I really like to this, and I don't have to use 2 strands of yarn held together because this is it A-ply, whatever size it is, but it's a DK weight. So I like it, yes. Maybe if I ironed it some more, because the towel was not as wet. So maybe if I did block it again, it would stretch out some more, but still more. The arms really were not getting anywhere down here. And now they actually are. And this is not bad. I don't mind this. The other one, the crochet one, this right here, I may have gotten carried away because I feel like I may have over blocked it because it's huge right now, especially the arms. They're very, very big. But I love myself some oversized stuff. And next year's winter, I will enjoy wearing this. I say this because my winter is somewhere from May to early mid-August, somewhere there. So as we're talking right now, it's scorching hot. It's hot outside. Not that hot, but you know, I'm able to wear this and show you guys without burning. But I can't wait to wear this next year. So let me try this on next. I didn't take it before video, but I've got so much pictures I'm going to post and you're going to be able to tell the difference. Okay, I'm sure you can already tell that this is huge. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. The yarn that I used for this is a different brand compared to what I use. Okay, the label isn't there for this, but the one that I used for the fade sweater and for this, they're all different brands. So this is this, this one, and this. These are 3 different brand yarns, and I like how this one blocks because this is the exact same one as the fade sweater. This one blocked for real. It relaxed because look at this. Let me move back. Look at this. But do you see that flow? Do you see that? I like it, yes, but I mean, If it was longer, then yes, rocking this with leggings would look amazing. And this is the back. Back the sleeves. Can you even see my fingers in this? This has, yeah, I may have, next time when I'm working with this yarn, I will have to be very careful when blocking. I've learnt my lesson. But I feel like it's not so bad. I mean, I've got one picture where I'm standing like this. So I wanna, and then there's another one where I'm like that. Look at that. 2 people can fit in this. But you know what? Still more, I love it. And I think it looks amazing. If you love oversized stuff, then this would definitely be something you would love. Let's get to the last one because I've only blocked 3. Yeah, I've only blocked 3 because I got tired, and at this point you got the gist, right? Remember, all the free patterns are up on my website, and just head there. It's linked down below. You can make yourself the same sweaters, cardigans. This is crochet, by the way. This is crochet. It's not knit. I used the half double slip stitch, which looks like the brioche knit stitch. I love it so much because I've always wanted to learn how to knit. So since I learned how to crochet first before I started to knit. And since this mimics a knitting stitch and it works out so fast, this is what I even do with my crochet stuff. Well, most of them anyway. Anyway, let me get on to the last one and call it a day. So one thing I really wanted to fix for this were the sleeves, and you can already tell this one blocked a bit more. I could redo this again. Or maybe when I was casting off, my tension was tight on this one than it was on this. But I managed to get the space I wanted. Not so much here, but definitely here. But that's absolutely fine. And the stitch itself, it's got more drape. It relaxed as compared to before. And it was very cropped. Now, it's still cropped. You know what? Let me drop the camera a bit. It is still kind of cropped, but I was hoping to get rid of this little bump. I don't have it this side, but this side I do. I've never liked it. I guess I could always iron it out. But it's not as cropped. It has more. Would you even call this a cropped? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But there is a difference. Look at that. But so far, that's it. This is how I will be blocking my knits. Lessons learned. Don't overdo it. Do not overdo it. Like, check your yarn. This is where you always have to block a swatch first. Because when you see that it blocks a lot, then you're going to know to either size down. For example, I made a size small of the crochet zipline sweater. If I knew after blocking it would get to this, I'd have made an extra small or to it. Okay, there's no X to XL, but I'd have made an extra small and blocked it less. Otherwise, this is so far one of my favorites. I think for the entire year, when it comes to knitting, this is my favorite, followed by the knit. This one, I've got 2 versions of this, by the way. There's this one and the one with stripes. This is the original with stripes, but then I always wanted to have a black sweater with a gold zip. That's why I got this. And the knit ones were inspired by the crochet zipline sweater. So when it comes to crochet, this is so far my favorite for the year. Even though I feel like I've ruined it by blocking it, I may make it again, but why make it now when it's scorching hot outside? I might make it next year, and I'll be sure maybe to make a free tutorial as I make it. Otherwise, for the knit, this one is my all-time, and it might remain my favorite for God knows how long. Love, 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 love this. And when it comes to cardigans, I just love this. If I'm remaking this, then I should be making it longer than it is. And I got rid of the buttons because I never used the buttons, and I was sewing a vest, which I still haven't finished, by the way, but I was sewing a vest and I had to use the buttons. Otherwise, that's everything. This is your favorite pattern on my website. I don't have a tutorial yet, but I will get onto that very soon. Otherwise, get the free pattern on my website, get the free patterns for everything I just talked about here on my website, and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, I'll see you guys in another video.